Good evening, and welcome to Lego Luigi's Mansion.
Good evening.
Luigi's Mansion is a spin off of the Mario game series in which Luigi goes ghost hunting through a haunted house. And as part of the Lego Mario series, they have released three sets based on the Luigi's Mansion game. So tonight we're going to build those three sets. And so from my three characters, obviously we're going to use Luigi tonight because it's his game. So I'm going to switch over to the camera. And it's a big one tonight, so let's get started. Um, so I have here the two smaller of the sets. We're going to do these first. It makes sense to me to do the entryway of the house first because that's the entrance to the house. And then we'll do the lab because the lab gives Luigi a special ghost hunting suit. And when we finish these two sets, we also have the biggest of the three Luigi's Mansion sets, which is this set here. This one's going to be a multi-hour build, so let's get into these so that we can get to that one, because we'll be here a while tonight. I keep knocking Luigi over because I'm moving boxes around, but so we have the entryway, we have the lab, and then the haunt and seek over here. So let's go ahead and get started with the entryway here. And the entryway is actually a kind of a medium size set, but it makes sense to me to make that the first bit of the house that we see, because that's the first part of the house that Luigi will see as he approaches to go ghost hunting. So of course here's Lego Luigi. And he's just ready for when we need him. I also pulled a separator tool, even though there's one in the big set. Since we're doing the big set last, it's always good to have one ready to go. So I just went ahead and pulled one from the bag. So here's the entryway, front of the box. You can see it has Boo, a tree ghost, and a ghost dog in the front there. And then, oh, their names are right on top. It says Boo, Bogmire, and Polterpup. Okay. And on the back of the box, it shows what the set looks like on the back and how you can play with it. So yeah, it looks like this is going to be a fun start to our Luigi's Mansion quest. So let's go ahead and get it started. This will actually be my second Lego haunted house. Because my first Lego haunted house, remember, we did on Halloween. There's one other ghost themed set in Lego Mario. I just paired that with something else because it's not part of Luigi's Mansion. And I have here, this box doesn't have the standard push tabs, so I have here a tool so I can cut the tape. Alright, the tape is cut. Let's get into the Lego Luigi's Mansion entryway. So it looks like 5 bags for this one. 5 numbered bags. We have here, of course, the quick start guide. And I'll set aside the other bags here. 5. So it looks like bag 1 is very small. I'll set these other numbered bags off to the side here. And let me go ahead and there's bag 1. This is pretty tiny. It's like a poly bag in terms of size, but the other bags are more substantial. Mario does that sometimes where one of the characters will just be in a bag by itself. So let's go ahead and pull up the instructions. And let me fix the instructions so that they're positioned on screen correctly. And let's go ahead and get into it. Luigi is ready. The separator is ready. So bag 1, it looks like, is our Bogmire. Bag 2 is Bogmire's platform and the gate. Bag 3 is the door, is part of the door. Bag 4, it looks like it's going to be Boo and the rest of the door. And then bag 5, it looks like it's going to be the sidewalls with the windows and the Polterpup. So let's get started with bag 1. Alright, let's begin. Let's see, yeah, okay, good. Alright, so Lego on the channel this month is mostly going to be my Mario build queue. We still have, I'm going to space out the last 3 Avatar sets, and I have a plan for those, so start looking for the next one of those probably around early February, maybe. And then I also have a special event stream coming up as well. And we'll be getting the garden soon, but probably in February. The new Mediterranean Guardian. That'll look great next to the Japanese garden on the display. Interesting. They're using the unicorn horn piece for, I don't know what part of the creature it's meant to be yet. But I do like a cool part usage and non-standard part usage for details. Okay, so it looks like bits of the arms is what we're making here. Okay. So we made this section here with the unicorn horns. And now that's going to go onto here like this. And it looks like we attach this code tile to a bracket. So here's the code tile for the Bogmire. And we'll just attach it on like... No, I didn't mess that up. We'll do it this way. Now, I gotta make sure I'm putting on the correct pieces at each step. Like this piece has the eye print. And now there's this tile here. That's got a cool look to it. So Bogmire is basically a purple ghost tree kind of thing as far as I can tell. Alright, so then it's gonna have us go into bag 2, it looks like. But before I do that, let's just clear the spare bits. And I'll show you Bogmire. So Bogmire looks like a purple ghost tree, basically. It's got kind of a creepy, cute look to it. Okay, that's interesting. Luigi can't defeat the Bogmire. It was, Luigi was making scared noises. Maybe we have to wait till we build the lab and get Luigi's ghost hunting suit. But for now, we're still at the door of the mansion. So let's go ahead, let's go into bag 2 and start building up the mansion. Okay, let us begin. I do see some pretty interesting pieces in this parts pile. I'll show them when we get to them. Meanwhile, I'm looking for one specific piece right now. Which doesn't seem to be in my parts pile. But nothing went on the floor when I was dumping it. Did I leave a part behind in the bag? No. Okay, where is that piece then? There it is. It was hiding under another piece. All right, let's continue. Okay, that's a cool bit of detailing and shaping right there. Excuse me a minute. Sorry about that. Let's keep going. Sorry about. All right, let's keep going. Okay, that goes there. So this goes here. And a little bit of a torch going on here. Nice bit of fire for the haunted aesthetic going on. It would help if I was trying to connect the fire piece from the correct side, but there it is. It's in now. All right, let's keep going. I have a feeling with this Technic pinhole on the end of this platform that this platform represents some kind of action feature that we have yet to discover. I like watching these Mario sets come together, seeing the action figures, the action features, and how the figures interact with them. And actually, I'm going into these three sets blindly. Unlike usual, I did not watch any reviews on these three, so I don't know what to expect going in. Okay, let's take the pin. And that pin goes into here. So we have this platform. There's a close-up on the fire detail. There's a little wall in the back as well. And then there's this bit platform here that raises and lowers. But I do not yet know what it does. let's keep going. Okay, so it looks like we just built one of the shell pieces that Mario sometimes uses as a weapon. I guess I didn't know Luigi used them in the mansion. Then again, I've only ever watched somebody play a Luigi's Mansion game like once, maybe twice. So I'm not really, years ago, so I'm not really familiar with the Luigi's Mansion games myself. I remember being interested and wanting to try it, but I don't think I ever actually played that one. There's so many Mario games out there, it's impossible to play them all. So yeah, this sits on here like this. So this is like a little shell. This is like a little shell weapon. It sits on here like this, and then I guess you jump on the platform and launch the shell. Yeah, so that's how that's supposed to work. Is Luigi will jump on the platform and launch the shell at whatever's standing over here. Yeah, that's what this picture shows. You pound the platform and it launches the shell. I assume Bogmire is meant to stand here. So now Luigi can launch the shell. But it doesn't matter if Luigi can knock over Bogmire or not, because as we've discovered, Luigi can't actually defeat Bogmire. So we'll set this platform aside so we can work on this other platform here. And this platform looks like it's going to be the gates of the mansion. I forgot to show you. This is what the platform looks like completed. Maybe I did show you. So there's a cool textured stone look to these gates. That's cool. Okay, these gates have green flames coming out of them. Well, not green, but like blue. Yeah, that looks cool. And now we get these little curlicue detail pieces for the stonework. Yeah, these gates are going to look nice when done. So here's what we got so far on the gates. And it looks like we have a 2x build here for the gates themselves. You can see the flames, the blue flames, and the stone, the decorative stonework. Let's go ahead and get these done. It's a 2x, so we'll be on this page twice before I move on to the next page. And the gates have this really nice piece with some more ornate design going on. Oh, I have to do that twice, right? So let's do that again. Oh, almost forgot this piece. All right. And some more of the curvy decorative bit on top. Okay, now let's do all that for this other side of the gate. That goes in like that. This part attaches to the top. And then we get the stud and the clip. And the little decorative piece here. And then these will attach to the base like this on those axles, and the gate can open either way, it looks like. So let me turn this back now towards me so that the gate is facing me so that I can see what I'm doing with the build. This one has a tile, but the tile says start on it. And there's no flag in this set, so I'm not sure what that's... Is this a new game mode that I do not know about yet? There's the new start tile. I don't know if it makes a new game mode or not. But it attaches to the front of the gate like that. And then it's going to give lots of spare bits left in this bag. I've only rarely seen this many spare bits in a single bag before. But here's the whole gate setup with the new start tile on it. And the gates open in like that so Luigi can go explore. Let's just see if I can learn anything about the start tile. Okay. So instead of the normal Mario music, it plays spooky haunted house music. And instead of the normal 60-second timer, it gives you 90 seconds. No idea if you need a flag for this mode. No idea anything other than you get 90 seconds instead of 60, and it plays different music. But let's go ahead and set the gate aside so that we can focus now on bag 3. So it looks like bag 3 is going to be the door section. The main door of the house. Dark one. Yeah. Okay. That's getting big enough to put down now. This one also has a tile on it, it looks like. Let's see. And this tile has a bone icon on it. No idea what that means yet. But we will find out soon. Okay, let's keep building. Right, okay. Sorry, I temporarily ran out of things to talk about, but maybe I almost moved the stream and thought about doing a shorter game stream instead tonight, because I wasn't feeling well earlier, but my medication kicked in, so I'm okay. So this attaches here. It is the groove brick that we're putting in on these, so this is probably part of another action feature that we're setting up here. Interesting. Oh, I've not seen those bits before. This is like a new kind of hinge. Well, I don't know how new it is, but I've not seen this kind before. So it looks like we're building up the sides of the door now. Okay. Hmm. Where's that piece? There they are. So we're going to keep building upwards until it becomes recognizable. Keep adding layers. So yeah, this bag is actually going up pretty quick, which is a good thing because we have a lot to do tonight. All right. Yeah. These one by one curved slope pieces, difficult to grip, but they're not quite as annoying to work with as the little pyramid ones because those actually poke your fingers, whereas these, they just like to slip out of your fingers. But we got there. Still feels a little unstable, this build, but that's just because we haven't secured everything yet. This arch, I think, is where things will start to get secured. That goes in here, inside these corner bits like this. That's a little more stable, but we're not there yet. Okay, this is finally recognizable as an entryway. However, we still got a long way to go till completion. Clearly, we're missing the action feature still. We're missing the door itself. We got a lot left to build on this entryway before it's ready. Oh, okay, so what I thought was the front is actually the back. Quite obviously, now that I'm seeing the detail come together. that's some cool stonework in the front of the house there. Let me just finish getting this together and I'll show you what we got so far before we move on to the next bag. And in the next bag, I assume we'll actually build the door itself that goes into this big entrance arch here. So here's the result of, and yeah, it's very sturdy now, that setup. Not so here's the result of bag 3. That's the front of our house. Obviously there's a big door that's going to go there. You can see the fancy stonework, column work around where the door is going to be. Here's the inside. I'm assuming these hinge pieces are where the door itself is going to go. And this action tile with a bone icon, I'm not sure what that does. That might actually have something to do with the polterpup that we'll see later. The bone icon is the only reason I guessed that. But now we're going to pull out bag 4 so we can finish the door section. I just bumped that by accident and knocked something off the table. I think it's just my separator though, so not a big deal. I'll just grab it and we will proceed. Oh, there's a spider in this bag. Plastic Lego spider, not a real one. If there was a real spider in this bag, well, then we would have problems. This will be Lego Spider number 5 for me, I think. I think it's the 5th one. Yeah, it's my 5th Lego Spider. Okay, so now I will put the instructions the way, facing me the way it shows again so that I can get back to work here. We'll set this off to the side so we can do this little assembly platform here. Okay, this one has another interaction tile on it. This one looks like... Oh man, I have to get close. So a door lock icon, maybe? Yeah, this one is a door lock icon. That's what it looks like. So I'm guessing this is an interaction to somehow unlock the main door into Luigi's mansion. seriously, where's that plate? It's probably hiding under things. There it is. Okay. And I see these little groove bits here that probably, this is probably going to be a slider section. I'm guessing, of course. But based on these little groove bits here, this might be a slider section that fits into those little slots on the bricks on the other section. We'll just have to wait and see as the build develops. There it is. Okay. One thing that's cool about the Lego Mario sets is that each set brings something new in terms of gameplay and features. And here's a big giant 6x6 tile. It's not the biggest we've seen. The Wiggler Swamp set has an 8x16 in it. But pretty fun, pretty big tile. So it looks like we're building, if I had to guess, maybe a little bit of an interior section of the door. I'm not really sure how this all comes together. We'll find out as we progress the build. So this is where the spider goes. Oh, before... Hold on. I kind of want to show off the Lego spider before I attach it. So let me see if I can't get this little circle tile off where that's going to go on. All right. So here is our Lego spider. This is actually the 5th spider in my Lego collection. it shows this whole section sliding in to through like this. And go. Okay, so the spider covers over the bone tile. Alright. So yeah. So you can see here the bit with the spider. It goes over that bit with the bone tile. Meanwhile, the bit with the lock tile is right here. Uh, right by the outside of the columns here. And yeah, the groove slides along in there. So yeah, I predicted that part correctly. And then it hits the lock. There's something holding it in place, so you can't slide it too far. Oh, those bumpers we put on. And now if we put on, it looks like we're putting on another layer of bumpers here. So now the slider can only go that way, that much. So this little slider section is locked in place beneath where the door is going to go. What all this is about, I guess we have to keep building to find out. Let's set that aside so we can work on this assembly here. We still have plenty of parts of the Mario world left to explore after this. So this is a series that will be going on the channel for a while. Okay, that's an interesting setup there. That's going to be part of an action feature, isn't it? And then it just has us put the brick in this middle tiled area. So it's just going to sit in there. But it's not going to go anywhere because these tiles will hold it in place. So let's keep going. We're definitely putting together some kind of action feature. I can tell by the pieces used and the non-standard build techniques. Okay, are we building some kind of action bucket here? Like a well or something? Yeah, so it looks like this is some kind of well. Because we got that blue bit we just put inside this round bit. And then this bucket that's hanging over it. And it just shows this being attached in front of the door like this. And I know that's behind the instructions now. Oh, before I commit to putting that on, I guess you want to see. So this is our well with a bucket over it, and the bucket goes up and down. It moves back and forth, but I do not know yet what that is meant to represent. Just that it's going to be an action feature of some kind. And it's right by the entrance of the house. We just passed the 1 hour mark of stream. The second set is going to go together pretty quickly. Maybe it's... But then it shows this... oh, we got to turn it around. I got to be on the other side of the build now. And so, yeah. I have to be able to see what I'm doing, so I have to have the build facing me. But... Alright, we're putting a gear on with a second action tile, which looks like it matches the first, the same lock icon. So let's go ahead and put this gear together. So here's the other tile. This is the other lock tile that goes on the gear. That's what the setup looks like. And we just got to put that onto here. Okay, so it moves this hallway bit back and forth. Interesting. So the gear has something to do with opening the door. So now it looks like we're finally onto the two sides of the door itself. Okay. This goes on like this. And then we have another tile there. Okay, so here's the first half of the door. And this will plug in over here. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. Let's build the other side of the door and then you'll see the effect in full. But I'm seeing as you slide the hallway with the gear, the hallway slides through and pushes the door open and closed. This may be one of my one of the more interesting action features that they have incorporated into a Lego Mario set. I really like the way that works. There's not too much longer to go on this set, and then we have the other small set in which Luigi will get his ghost fighting outfit, and then we will be able to start the big one. I was doing so well not dropping pieces too, and that just yeeted out of my fingers.
Can you go on hold for a second?
No.
I want to ask you something.
All right. Uh, am I working? Did I bring the audio back successfully?
I don't know. Did you?
Am I working? Yeah. All right. We're good. Let's keep going. So now it shows this half of the door being put on. So I'll just come back here. Line it up properly. And so now from the front we have a completed door, and I'll pick that up in a moment, but that's a cool looking door. And you can see when I turn this gear in the back here, it causes the door to open automatically. And then I turn the gear the other way and the door closes. And the gear has a lock tile barcode on it, as does the other thing. What was I saying? Let's put that well section back up. Did I put that back on correctly is the question. No, I want to have that on the inside corner. Okay, so this is supposed to be facing this way. All right, and then it's time to build Boo, who is our second ghost character for this set. Okay. And Boo's got a little tile. We'll see what it does in a moment. And we've got this transparent piece that Boo will use to make it look like it's flying. Obviously, it doesn't stand up on its own. We'll have to connect it to a floor somewhere, but here's our Boo. And there's his tile.
Lego Luigi time. Bye-bye.
So Luigi can't even fight regular Boo. And I'll tell you what we're going to do with Boo. Because we don't have a place to mount the Boo yet, and because it's not going to stand on its own until mounted, I'm just going to pull this bottom section off of Boo and then reattach it once we know where he's gonna be flying. So he'll go over here and sit with the other characters. And bag 5 now. I'm gonna set the doorway aside real so we can focus on the bag 5 content. Bag 5 is the final bag of this set. We've got about 25 pages of instructions. However, bag 5 does include what looks like a fairly significant 2x, which means we'll have to be building most of bag 5 twice. So we're going to move a little slower through these next couple of pages of instructions. Let us begin. So bag 5, it has us doing a 2x to start, so let's go ahead and do that. It looks like these are just wall units to round out the entryway. Um, so yeah, it looks like we're building up. All right, we got a couple of wall units here. Um, okay, we gotta put these little windows together. My pacing does seem a little slow, a little off tonight. So yeah, if I do everything that I'm planning to do tonight, we'll be here for a while. You got plenty of content to watch. Actually, this bag is going together pretty quickly. My parts pile isn't too terribly substantial at this point. So yeah, we'll definitely need to arm Luigi with his ghost hunting suit if we're going to be able to fight Bogmire and Boo.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, my card. You're gonna have to give me my card.
Then you have to wait about 2 minutes.
I can't. He's on his way. Give it to me tomorrow. Okay?
You know my microphone's running right now.
Doesn't matter. Give it to me tomorrow.
These two little bits of wall are coming together very well. Very quickly, I might add. Let's see. Yeah, that looks right. Wow. These are some nice looking bits of wall. I know there's not a full exterior for this house, but the bits that they did give us, it's enough to know that this house, really nice house. Or at least it was until it became overrun by these silly ghosts. And it has us doing another assembly now. So here's our two bits of wall. And I will just set these off to the side here. And it looks like now we're building a little section for Polterpup. He's one of those who has his tile next to him rather than on him. It'll be interesting to see if Luigi can actually interact with Polterpup, given that there's no suit yet. So there's the Polterpup tile. Let's proceed. I know it says to put him on the platform mid-build, but I'm not. I'm gonna put him on the platform post-build, so I can get a good look at him as I put him together. Oh, that's cute. Here's the little Polterpup. You can see his tail, his little feet. There's his face. And he goes on the little platform like this.
Lego Luigi time. Hello there. Hello there. Hi. Hello there.
I'm not sure if you can see his little screen.
Hello there.
Yeah, you can't really see the screen, but it works like a little friendly.
Bye.
Polterpup works like the other little friendly characters, where he gives you some coins, and also a little animation of the pup appears on the screen. So here it's going to show us how to put everything together. So here it's showing we want to be on the outside of the house right now. Did I miss these pieces during the build? No, they weren't actually in the build. So we're going to take these. I think. So yeah, it shows these on here like this. So these are the little wall units. You could probably close up the wall too, so that you don't have that big gap. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna make a decision to close up the wall so that we don't have that big gap. And then we go inside the house. And Boo gets his little stand. And it shows Boo going, looking out the window like this. Interesting. Oh, that's cool. If you look through the window with it mounted like that, you can see Boo waiting inside for you. It looks like this is going to be a little platform section. Shows it going off to this side of the house here. And that's where you put the Bogmire platform. I need to be able to see what I'm doing here. Hold on. So that's where Bogmire's platform is going to go. And then Polterpup goes over here on this side. And then we take this long plate and we add the gate assembly here. And that's the set. So let's see if we can get things figured out on how this set works. Let's try this something. Let's turn first. The spare bits go off. So we've finished the entryway set. So this is what the house looks like from the outside. Oh, and Bogmire gets to go on his little platform here. What's going on here? Why is he not turning on? Is Luigi bust?
Lego Luigi time.
Now there he goes. He must have just had a power jam or something.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm not sure what the lock tile is supposed to do. So yeah, we can't do anything about this ghost infestation right now. We need to build the lab so that Luigi can get his ghost fighting suit. So let me take some of the, let me Let me take the entryway aside for now so that we can get the lab going. And you know what? For right now, the characters can remain watching. Okay, so now we're moving on to the second set of the evening, which is Luigi's Mansion, Lab, and Poltergust. This is a much smaller set. This is the smallest of the three sets. It features a gold ghost and a mad scientist, Professor E. Gadd. So front of the box, back of the box, and this one actually does feature the normal push tabs. So let's go ahead and get it open. Yeah. Excuse me. Here's our quick start guide. I'll just set this over here. And I'll pull up the instructions for this one. And we have, looks like 3 bags. So I'll set aside 3 and 2. And it looks like bag 1 is just going to be our gold ghost. And then bag 2 is the suit, the scientist, and then bag 3 is the lab stuff. Let's get bag 1 open. There's not a lot of pages in this instruction book. We'll be through this set pretty quickly. Okay. So yeah. And here's this ghost tile. So here is Gold Ghost.
Lego Luigi time. Bye bye.
So yeah, he still can't fight the ghost, but we're getting closer to being able to do so. Let's move on to bag 2. Okay. It looks like the suit has this flexible hose piece. This is a little more involved than all the other character power-up suits that we've seen. Okay, so the ending bit here looks like a vacuum cleaner pickup. Is this a Ghostbuster suit? Alright, this goes into the backpack like this. And then we have to put in the other stopper. And then you get tires on these little stopper bits. Okay, so it's a roll around bit. Or the simulation of, maybe. And then we get this red tile. And so this attaches on like this. And then that attaches on to the suit piece. Interesting. So here's like the bottom half of one of the power-up suit types of pieces. But this one had studs on the back for attaching this, what looks like a vacuum cleaner backpack. We'll just set that aside real quick. So now we're building the scientist. I think the box said his name is E-Gad. I'm not familiar with this character. Oh, they use a little flame piece in white for his little tuft of hair. That's interesting. I've never seen the flame piece used for hair before. But looks good on him. So here's our scientist. Let's keep going with the build now. And it shows him standing on this little platform. And he gets a code. Here's his code tile. And then we have another little build here.
Lego Luigi time. It's me again. Hello there. Bye bye.
So the professor is a friendly and gives him coins. Meanwhile, let's keep going with our So this looks like tools, maybe? Okay, so that's, I think, a flashlight. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like we're going to go into bag 3 of the lab now. And pretty soon we'll see what this all this equipment is for and how to actually bust those ghosts. So I'll just set this aside and I'll set this little bit aside and we'll bring out bag 3. All right. So um I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's just keep going and then we'll see how this ghost catching suit works. Oh, well, that looks like one of the pieces that they put in the spare parts bit, so I'm not going to worry about it unless it isn't. So, lots of little lab bits in this set, of course, because it is the lab. Like I said before, though, I'm not as familiar with the Luigi's Mansion games, having only watched it been played years ago a couple times. So I probably couldn't tell you. I could guess what these bits are, but I probably couldn't tell you for sure. But they're fun, labby things that make this lab seem complete. So, okay. That looks like it's setting up to be another action feature. this one. So yeah, yeah, I wasn't doing well today, and I'm starting to lose steam again. Um, we'll make a decision on how to proceed when we finish this set. So our options are either we can do the other big set tonight, or we can just split Luigi's Mansion, which means I'm guaranteed to be back on tomorrow because I was planning to do the whole thing tonight. But if I start that set, then I have to finish it, no matter how I feel through the process. So, it may actually be, given how I feel, it might actually be a good call to just split it. The other set is a 900 piece set. It'll be at least a 3 hour build. And I'm struggling just getting through this little build right now. So, oh, it's the tile. The tile is the inverted tile, and that just has the coin icon on it. So that inverted tile is going to be a feature of some kind, clearly. So yeah, let let's just choose to play safe. Wrap stream after this set, although we will take a few minutes to explore at least the lab and the entryway and figure out how the ghost busting suit works. And then tomorrow, when I'm more refreshed, we'll bring out the main chunk of the house. And we will have a second Luigi's Mansion stream. And then I will actually process them for the YouTube side together so that they can go up together at the same time. So that somebody who wants to watch the house straight through can do so and not have to wait an extra day if they feel like watching the whole 5 hours or so together. But I think that is the smartest way to do it in this case. I thought I could handle a 5 hour stream tonight. My headache went away for a while, but it's starting to come back, so let's play it safe tonight. So it looks like, based on the instructions and these gauge dials, that we're building a We're building a bit of machinery here until I have a better idea how what it's meant to be. Okay, so this goes on to here, and it gets the axle going through here to hold it on. Okay, so it's a bit of interesting. Let's keep going with the build and see what we're supposed to do. So yeah, we're gonna call it after the lab. We're gonna finish the lab. We're gonna play around and see how the ghost catching suit works, and return to the entryway and maybe see if we can beat Boo and Bogmire finally. And then we will call it. And then we'll be back tomorrow to see the rest of the house, the haunted house. I seem to be missing a. No, I'm not. It's right there. The clear pieces, the straight clear ones, um, they like to hide on you. It's a crazy scientist's lab. Of course, there's all sorts of weird tools all around. But why does he have a chainsaw, though? Should I be worried about this scientist? Anyway, that goes in this little crate. It's supposed to go in the little crate, but it toppled out. And then, okay, that's more normal. There's a little pick. Well, not a pick, but whatever that is. Yeah. And actually, figuring out the suit, I'm just going to leave it on Luigi overnight so that we can, tomorrow when we build the house, we can go right in knowing how it's going to be used. Maybe I'll leave it on. I'm not sure. But for someone who's watching tomorrow who didn't exactly learn what we learned tonight about ghosts, well, maybe I will revert Luigi to normal for the build and then suit him up when we're ready to play. There's another tile here. This is another start tile. Is this the same? Is this the same 90-second creepy music?
Here we go. Bye bye.
So the start tile in the lab is exactly the same as the start tile in the entryway, which just starts a 90-second timer and plays the haunted music. So here it shows the suit sitting here on this platform. And then we get this part together. Presumably this lab is located inside the mansion, is what I'm assuming. And then that attaches here to the start platform. So now we're just putting little bits of the lab assembly together. Okay, so this is where it shows the ghost taking his position. Is on this platform here. Okay, so that's what the little transparent piece is for. Okay. And then there's a bit of machinery. We put this machinery that we made behind the ghost. And then it shows us putting the professor over here on the other side of the suit, like this. And he has his machinery behind. He has this little work area behind him. And then we have his little supplies behind the work area. And that's where it shows. Okay, which means I forgot a tile somewhere. Let me go back and see, because they don't give you extra 2x2s. I've never seen that before. So I have to go back and see where I forgot to put this tile on. Oh, right here. That wasn't too easy to that wasn't too difficult to find. So here's the lab. Let's turn the instructions off. And let's see if we can figure out how the suit works. And let's see if we can. Okay. So Luigi will come into the lab. We're not going to worry about starting the timer. We're just going to.
Hello there.
So the scientist gives us some coins. And then Luigi will come over here and jump into the suit.
Let's go.
So now he's holding the ghost suit, or he's wearing the ghost busting suit. And then he takes it and he can hold it in his hand. Actually, you know what? Let's just because we can, let's make him a lefty. For tonight at least. And let's fix it so that yeah. Maybe is he meant to be holding it like this maybe? Yeah, there we go. So, Luigi is now wearing the ghost busting vacuum. Let's see if he can actually fight the ghosts this time. We'll take his regular pants off to the side here.
Hello there.
Okay. Well, I'm scanning the code and he's still not fighting the ghost. So, clearly I'm doing the suit wrong. Let me see. He made a little bit of a vacuuming sound there. Let me see if I can learn how to use this suit real quick. I'm going to Google this real quick. I want to make sure we're ready for the big ghost hunt tomorrow. Let me just see what I can find out about how to use this. Hmm. I'm going to have to check YouTube real quick. The reviewers will tell me how to use it. Let me just... I'm muting for a bit so I can figure this out. Okay, I think I've got it. So there's this little button hidden on the front of the pants, and when you press that, it makes a vacuum cleaning sound. So now, if we come here to fight Gold Ghost and knock him over, we can turn on our vacuum cleaner. Okay, so you have to hold down the button to activate the ghost vacuum. I think it's I think that's what's called poltergust is the actual tool, the ghost vacuum. So you hold the button. So so then when you're holding the button, you can jump on these other ghosts and get their coins. Okay, so that's how that works. So yeah, we figured it out. We figured out how the poltergust works. You have to hold that little button on front, and but here's the catch: with the backpack with the poltergust suit on, it actually covers up the power button on the back. So so you actually have to carefully remove the backpack so that you can hit the power when you're ready to. If you wanna if you wanna just set him aside while he's wearing this outfit, you'll have to take off the backpack so you can turn off his power. Meanwhile, now that we know how he works, I'll go ahead and take the regular pants. I'll set them back aside, and then we'll bring the entryway back down, and we will create our exit scene. Obviously, Boo will need to be reattached. So let's go ahead and set up a scenario here. Oh, you can either have the vacuum or you can use this torch extension as the other piece. But I'm just going to go ahead and use this as a flashlight and put it in his other hand. So there. Luigi is fully armored up and ready to go on his ghost hunt tomorrow. Let's set these ghosts aside and figure out how we're going to do the scene. I want everybody to be visible, of course. Let's bring out the entryway. And I know that in the real mansion, the lab would be inside behind the entryway, but I have to put these things out where there's space to do so. So we're just gonna make this. We're just gonna do this the way we have space. So we'll set up that there. And now we need to find places for the ghosts. Bogmire's platform is supposed to go right where I have the lab right now, so I'm not sure I'll be able to get. Oh, we can do it like this. It's a little cluttered, but it'll work for tonight. So yeah, Bogmeyer will go on his normal place for the display. So he's right behind Gold Ghost now. Polterpup we'll put over here at Luigi's side because we've established that Polterpup is a friendly. So we'll have him running alongside uh, Luigi. I'll have uh, I'll have the scientist working in his lab and Boo. Where should I put Boo? Flying above the well, I guess, is as good a place as any for Boo. So yeah, there's a pretty nice exit spread. We have our ghosts, Boo, Bogmeyer, Polterpup, Gold Ghost, and the scientist. And we have our entryway, which opens on its own and closes on its own. And yeah, this was a nice pair of sets, getting us ready for the big ghost hunt that we'll be doing tomorrow. But for now, I need to go rest off this headache. Sorry I had to call it short, but that means you get an extra stream this weekend. Yay! Alright, let's see, who are we rating out to? Oh, Issa is on. Gigi's on also. We've been going just under 2.5 hours. The other set I know is a 3-hour set, so yeah. This is the call for tonight. I think we're going to raid Issa tonight. Actually, no. She's been going for a few hours. She started before I started stream, so I think she's getting ready to wrap up. Let's raid... Oh, Heavenly's on too. I haven't been to her show in a while. And Mandy's on, but I think that's a live gig. I don't like raiding live gigs. Let's... Give me one moment. I have a decision to make. Let's... Alright. I think we're gonna go Heavenly tonight. Alright, this was fun. It's too bad I couldn't quite get the whole house together. But hey, that's what tomorrow's for. Have a good night, and we'll be back tomorrow for some more ghost hunting with Luigi. Good night, and I will see you soon. And we'll be back. See you soon.
I swear to God, I just changed this. I thought I just changed the batteries on this. But maybe I didn't. Confused. Uncle Evie, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Okay, let's see.